Hat part does require a little bit of sewing, not a lot, but I'm going to be uploading the pattern for that. It's just a triangle, a 3.00 millimeter hook, and then the yarn I'm going to be using today, it's just like your basic medium 4 yarn. You can get it at like big box stores and stuff. I just do like a little slip knot thing. I don't know how to make a magic circle crochet 2 or chain 2. Now I'm going to go into this first loop that I made, and I'm going to do 6 single crochet. So 1, and then I'm just going to tighten that up a little bit because it's really loose right now. So I'm just going to tighten that, and then I'm going to go over to that first stitch that I made right there, and I'm going to insert my hook, and I'm going to increase all the way around. So I'm going to do 2 single crochets into each stitch. 2 stitches per single crochet, so you should have 12 by the time you're done. And then that's the end of that round. Now that we have increased all the way around and now we have 12 stitches, I'm going to do every other. So I'll do a single stitch and then I'll increase. I use this piece of yarn here just to help me keep my spot. A single crochet, and then in the next one I'll do 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So I'm going to do 2, and then I'll do a single crochet, and then I'll do 2. So now we're just going to make, this is like the top or the bottom of the pickle. It's gonna go down. Now we're just going to start doing single crochets all the way down. I don't have a number with how many rows I do. I just kind of keep going until I feel like it's a good size. This one, about 4.5 inches. I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, look at what just happened. No! Oh no, it just vomited up all of this yarn. It's gonna be fine. Just roll with it. Oh no, it's gonna vomit out the other way. Oh, dang it. What the? Ew, this is not aesthetic. Goodness, where's the end? It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't even know where this came from. I think I'm gonna start adding some baubles. So the thing about the baubles is you kind of get to like choose your own adventure. The only thing you want to be careful of is at the very beginning, because this is the top of the pickle, is you're going to want to make sure you have a clear space for the face. So you really don't need that much room. I mean, like you see, it's like the size of my thumb. It's not that big. So as long as you give yourself a clear space, you can add as many or as few baubles as you want. You're going to insert your hook into the next stitch. You're going to act as if you're going to make a stitch, but then you don't pull through both of these loops right here. You just pull through one. So you still have 2 on your hook. Go back into the exact same stitch you were just in, grab some yarn, pull through just this first one right here. You're gonna pull through. So now you have 3 on your hook, and you could do it 4 or 5 times. If you do it 4 times, you'll have a small bobble. If you do it 5 times, you'll have a little bit of a bigger bobble. I like having them bigger. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my hook, and then I will grab the yarn and I'm gonna pull it through all of them. So now I have something that looks like this, and I'll go into the next stitch and just do a regular single stitch, and then you will end up having a little bobble. You can add as many or as few bobbles as you want. Now we are going to start the decrease on the pickle. I'm going to take a little piece of yarn again, and I'm just going to put that here, and that'll just help me remember where I started and where I stopped. So every other one is going to be a decrease. So the first one, I'm just going to do a regular stitch like that, and then I'm going to do an invisible decrease. I'm going to insert my hook into just half of the stitch. I'm not going to go fully into the stitch like this. I'm just going to go halfway into the stitch, and I'm going to come back out of the next stitch again halfway. Okay, if that makes any kind of sense. This is like an invisible decrease, and now I'm going to grab some yarn and I'm going to pull it through, and then I'm going to grab some more yarn and I'm going to pull it through, and then the next one will just be a regular stitch. Stuff it. You can just use scraps If you're low budget, that totally works. I won't tell anyone. If you're making this for like a little kid, you could even put like a jingle bell in here, and it won't like jingle, but it'll rattle. Now we're going to decrease all the way around. Insert my hook. I like to do it again, the invisible decrease. So I'm going to insert my hook into half of the stitch and then half of the next stitch. Pull through, pull through. I don't know all the exact terms of crochet, so hopefully this video is helpful. Something to sew with. All right, so I'm gonna take one of these. I'm gonna feed my tail in there. I'm going to close it up. We're gonna hide our excess yarn, so we're just gonna kind of poke it in somewhere in the pickle. It doesn't matter where. You just don't want to pull too hard that you like warp your pickle, you know? And then we're gonna snip off the excess. Okay, now we're gonna make his little face. To make the hat, this is the very complicated, very expensive, and very hard to understand hat pattern. So this is the bottom of the hat. Fold it over. Do a hand stitch really quickly. I don't know. Okay, whatever. We're putting some hot glue on the little head. I don't know what that was. I'm just gonna kind of peel up a tiny bit and put a little glue. Be careful, it's hot. And now this is another like just thin piece of felt that I have, and I'm going to just make sure it is the right. So I'm gonna stretch it just a touch because I think it's just a tiny bit, but it's long enough. Okay, I'm gonna put some glue here. Not too much, just enough to hold it. Don't go crazy, okay? Like it when the hat is bent. So just kind of like figure out how. That's good. So now that that's where I want it, put the glue on both sides, and then I'm gonna tack it down, and then I'm also gonna take a pin, pin it in place so it holds itself. So I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of glue, just stick it on. Ooh, look at you, cutie. So I'm gonna use embroidery floss. You can use yarn or ribbon or whatever. I'm actually just gonna kind of poke through his hat. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna pull it through. My needle, so I'm just gonna tie a knot.